this is Just Gaming here, and welcome back to another anniversary video. Yes, this is another anniversary video, and today I'm doing another one, and it's gone over 4 years of being on my YouTube channel. So this one is a very big one, by the way. This is a very, very big 4-year anniversary, and yeah, it's a very big video that I pretty much ever made when I did the channel. So it's my 4th video on the channel that I made, and it's a very big one. I did 2 of these yesterday. They were on the tutorials. If you want to go and check them out, they're online on the channel right now. If you want to go and check them ones. But this one that I'm doing today is a very big one, and this is another video that I did on this day. I didn't do any other videos or anything like that. This is actually another one that I did on this day. So that's one is actually only one anniversary I'm doing today. I'm actually doing another video after this one. I'm actually going to be doing the brand new server, by the way, because there is a new server on this Minecraft now, which I've actually not done a video on yet. So I'm going to be doing that straight after this one I'm doing right now. And yeah, you might have noticed as well that this is on the Bedrock version and not on the Xbox One. Yeah, I'm taking a bit of a break from doing the Xbox One edition at the moment. I know that I like this version more than this version, but yeah, I want to do this one a lot more. So yeah, so this video that I'm celebrating is my first ever Lovely World video. So the start of Jack's Lovely World. Oh yeah, what I had to do on it, by the way, is I had to change the title because it was actually called Welcome to Jack's World. I actually changed it to Jack's Lovely World just because that's actually what the name of it is called of my Lovely World series. So yeah, so if you want to go and watch it, I'll leave a link to it in the description, or you can watch it from the playlist, or you can watch it from the uploads or the bottom section. So yeah, today I'm going to celebrate 4 years and go over the first ever video that I made in my Lovely World that's out 4 years ago from today. Okay, let's go and turn around and celebrate 4 years. And here we go. So here is the 4 years sign for it. And oh, one thing that I haven't done is I haven't turned my HUD off, so I need to go and just do that right now. There we go, sorted. So yeah, there we go. If I just go a little bit further in, yeah, that'll be all right. So yeah, I'm going to celebrate 4 years of doing it. Oh yeah, hopefully you like the other 4 years pattern as well that I made. I made it out of target and bone blocks. So yeah, I kind of wanted a bit of a fancy round, and I've also done it out of the crimson. Oh no, not crimson. Sorry, the warp blocks. Wait, oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, what are they called again? Them blocks. Oh yeah, warped planks. There we go. That's the right one. So yeah, I did it out of them blocks. So yeah, let's go and talk about the first ever video that I made inside of my Lovely World. So yeah, the video starts off by in the main menu. So I'm in the main menu. I'm actually not in the game. I'm actually in the main menu because I actually create the world in the video. That's kind of what I did. The video ended up being 13 minutes. It wasn't really a good start to my Lovely World. I could have made it a lot more longer than 13, but I only made it a very short first Lovely World video. So yeah, it ended up being 13 minutes. So yeah, the first part of the video is it's in the main menu. I'm just kind of talking, and after that I create the world. So I call it Jack's Lovely World. That's what I call it. Just to let you know as well that Jack's Lovely World, the Lovely World title, doesn't have apostrophe on it. By the way, it just says Jack's. So the S is next to the K, which I was really annoyed about. You can't actually edit world titles, which is really annoying. You can't actually do that. So I had to just leave it as it is. So when I actually did it, I forgot to put the apostrophe in, but yeah, don't mind because when I was actually making the world, I did it on the laptop. I did it on the very old laptop that I did, because obviously I wasn't recording on there back in the time. So yeah, I did Jack's Lovely World. I did all the settings and stuff like that, and then when all that were done, I created the world. And then when I got into the world, I just started off with a bonus chest. I did put bonus chest on, and yeah, I did have a bit of a wander around. I did kind of lose my words a little bit in that video. I did do a full reaction on it as well that I did. I believe I did it over a year ago now. I do plan to do it again. Yeah, I do plan to do a reaction on that again. I don't know when, but yeah, I'm going to do another one on it very soon. So yeah, there is that full reaction that I did on it. If you want to go and check that out. So yeah, in that video, I just got myself organised for the start of my world. And also, I didn't even have cheats on back then either, because I was actually playing without cheats. So I would, get achievements and stuff like that. There was actually a certain point where I actually changed and I turned the cheats on because I was really struggling. I can't remember what episode that was. But yeah, there was a time where I did actually put the there was a time where I did put cheats on to make it a lot more easier. And then since then, I've kind of had cheats on. I've kind of not turned them back off since. I've kind of just left them on as they are. I did that. And then after that, I just kind of got everything organised. I got food. I got my weapons and stuff like that. And yeah, a good start for Jack's Lovely World. We're actually in a very old version back then when I started because the Xbox One edition was actually still updating in that year. It was actually still updating with new blocks and stuff like that. So when I actually made my world, I made it in a recent update. I can't actually remember what update it was, but it was in a recent update anyway. Yeah. Okay, just give me a minute. We'll resume in a minute. There we go. Because yeah, the thing is, I don't like doing it at night. I like doing it in the daytime. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. So when I made my world, I made it in the latest update. So that's when I made my world. And yeah, my Lovely World has got a really good seed. It's actually got a really good seed. Obviously on Bedrock, it looks really cool on Bedrock as well. It looks really cool on there. The seed looks pretty cool. At some point, I am going to do a behind the scenes. I've actually made touring my empty Lovely World. I'm going to do that at some point. I don't know when I'm going to do that. But one thing that I need to do is I do need to write my seed down for my Lovely World, because otherwise I'm not going to remember what it is, because my Lovely World does have a seed on it. So I do need to write that down. And then obviously when the seed has been wrote down, I'm going to go into a new world, and I'm actually going to type that seed in. And then it'll bring up my empty Lovely World. So I'm going to do a behind the scenes on that at some point. I don't know when I'm going to do that though. But yeah, very soon now. I am going to do that. And also, if you do want my Lovely World as a download, by the way, if you do want to see what it is, yeah, as I said, I will give you guys the seed as well when that video goes out. So if you do want to have my seed as well for the world. My world is a very cool it's a really cool seed actually. It is a really cool little thing. I really enjoy the seed. I think it is a really cool one. So yeah, as I said, if you do want my seed as a download, I will have that when that video goes up as well. So if you do want to use my seed to build your own town on or anything like that, that'll be really cool as well. Anyway, yeah, my Lovely World did have a good seed on it. It looks really cool. There was a few things that I did to my world. Obviously, I did cut down the whole of the trees. Obviously, in the first episode, all the trees are actually there because I didn't actually chop all the trees down back then. Yeah, there is kind of a lot of things there that are still related in my world. Obviously, chopping the trees down and stuff like that. I did also go through a bit of a wander as well in that video as well, and then I just gathered up a few items that I needed. And stuff like that. I just gathered everything that I needed to do. Also in the video, I kind of talked about my future of my Lovely World as well. In there, I kind of talked about a few things that I wanted to build. One of them I think I said was a mob trap that I said in that video, and I did actually build a mob trap. I built that in I think it was in episode 21, 22. I built the mob trap. So yeah, I do have a mob trap now in my world. If you haven't seen it, I do plan to do another one, but with an XP farm. I do plan to do that soon. Obviously, when my Lovely World does come back, I do plan to build an XP farm, which is going to be right underneath the mob trap area. But I do need to work out about how I'm going to do that though, because I don't know how that's going to work. So I know that Stampy did one in his world. I know that he's made an XP farm on his mob trap, but I need to do one on mine. So I am going to work that out by myself to try and work that out. I'm not sure how that's going to work though. I am going to try and work something out with it. But at the moment, though, I don't know how that's going to work. I will have to work out my dimensions on that. So yeah, I did mention a mod trap on that video. I can't remember what else I mentioned on that. I think I mentioned about my town. That I wanted to build like a big town and stuff like that. And that's the plan anyway. I do plan to make my town pretty big. I am going to be planning on building shops very soon. I haven't got around to doing that yet. But I do plan to build some stuff. There is actually so much stuff that's been built already in that area. I built my own challenge house near that area. I built my my other challenge house out of lapis and diamond. So I know that I did build that there. So yeah, there is a few buildings around the area. What I built so far, but they're in, yeah, but I've not built like a lot of stuff in that area yet. Like I've not even built my own proper shop yet. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that very soon. I'm going to be building my proper, proper fancy looking shop, which I'm going to do as well, very soon as well. So yeah, that's that. I also did mention about mini games as well in that video. Yeah, I haven't built any mini games yet. I do plan to build some mini games very soon, but at the moment I haven't built any just yet. So yeah, at some point coming up, I will be building some mini games. So yeah, make sure you just stay around. I will be building some of them. I did actually build the big sign. By the way, I think I built that in episode 101, 102. I built the I built the big giant Funland sign. I did actually build that. So that took me kind of quite a while to do that. I think I spent 2 videos doing that. So yeah, that kind of took me a really long time to do. But I finally I finally did it in the end. And yeah, it looks a really cool, big, massive sign when you see it. On the Bedrock version, though, I've actually not got an up-to-date version of it. So yeah, at some point I will look up to date where it's got like an up-to-date version of that big, massive sign. But I think I believe that like half of it's done on the latest version on Bedrock. But when you look at it on the original Xbox One edition, when I actually built it, yeah, it's got a big, massive sign on it. So. Yeah, I do really like that. But yeah, at the moment though, there aren't any mini games just yet. But in the future, there will be some mini games I will be planning. So hopefully that'll be all right. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing there. I think apart from that, I don't think I mentioned anything else apart from that I just gathered a lot of stuff. I did actually gather a lot of coal in that. Yeah, apart from that though, I don't think I mentioned anything else in that video. I think that's kind of like everything that I said. And yeah, that video was a bit newbie. I was not very good at crafting back then, so yeah, my crafting wasn't very good. And also I wasn't very good at mining with the pickaxes and stuff like that. So yeah, I wasn't very good there, but yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I built. Also, I think I mentioned about the house as well. I mentioned about what my house was going to be out with, and in the end, my house ended up being a cobblestone and stone, which I really like actually. I really like the design of my house. I think I did a really good job on it. So yeah, that's the design that I came up with. So when you do see the next anniversary, which is in 10 days after this one, on the 15th, in the second episode, that's when I actually started building my house. Well, a little bit of the house, and then yeah. So, but yeah, apart from that, there wasn't anything else that I mentioned in that. Yeah, I kind of had a good area to build my house on as well. There was kind of a really big flat area I built it on, and I think I built it kind of quite in a nice area as well, which I really like. If you haven't seen it, my lovely world itself, well, if you haven't seen it, my house is on like a really big flat area, which I actually really like. I'm actually glad I actually built it on that area because I do really like that little flat area what I built it on. Yeah. Well, obviously, like now it's all been flattened out now. But when you go back to the first episode, it's not really flattened out. Yeah, it's not really flat. But yeah, I think I built it in quite a nice little area, which to be honest, I was very happy with. I'm actually glad I built it in kind of that little in that area. So yeah, I'm very happy that I built it in kind of that sort of style. So yeah, I was very happy with that. So yeah, there we are then. So that is everything about my first episode of My Lovely World. So yeah, 4 years in it now. 4 years I created My Lovely World now, and yeah, it still looks exactly the same. I know that it did used to get updates on it, but I know it doesn't get updates anymore. But when I eventually move it to Bedrock. When I start doing it on the Bedrock version, it will get a lot more updates. It will add a lot more features to it. So that's the plan on there. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that very, very soon. As I said, I do have an up-to-date version of it on Bedrock anyway, but at the moment it's not the latest version. I do have a few things that are not there on it. So yeah, there is a lot of things that I don't have it on there. But at the moment though, I will be considering on the Xbox One edition for now. And then, like I said, there will be a point where I will move it to Bedrock in the future. Coming up as well. And oh yeah, speaking of that, I'm actually going to be doing a Lovely World video on Saturday this weekend. The reason why for that is because it's my creeper's birthday, by the way, this Saturday. So I'm going to be doing, yeah, I'm going to be doing a Lovely World video on Saturday, but it's actually not going to be a Lovely World actual video. It's just going to be a video in my Lovely World celebrating my creeper's birthday, and he's going to be 4 years old this year. So make sure you stay around for that on Saturday. Anyway, that is the anniversary, and yeah, for my first ever Minecraft Lovely World first episode video. As yep, hope you enjoyed this anniversary. So the next anniversary now is not until the 15th now, which is in 10 days' time, and it's my second episode in Jack's Lovely World. So that'll be the next one. As yep, thanks for watching this anniversary, and there'll be more days coming up in the future. And I'll see you later.